Welcome to Gasket, Gauges, and Gossip. This is your ultimate motorsports and automotive sleepover. Grab your favorite drink, kick back, because the engines are running, and we have plenty to talk about here on Teacups N Tires. Hello, darlings. Welcome back to Teacups N Tires, where every lap begins with a perfect brew. My Mirrorless with the horsepower, elegant, and just the right amount of edge. The sleepover queen, Blair Waldorf, would even MD. I'm TNT, and tonight we sip, spill, and sparkle. So this is a beginning editing to TNT. I have calmed down after I filmed my little rant about this topic. But my feelings still stand. I just wanted to make it polished. So yeah, the tone and the attitude is totally different from the first half to the beginning. I apologize. I was heated. Anyway, let's get started with this video. So when I started this channel, I already knew that I wasn't going to be able to do weekly race recaps or whatever because my life is crazy and I'm applying to engineering school. So with that being said, a lot of my videos are going to be way dated by the time this comes out, and I won't even be current until after summer break. This is a little special what I'm doing, and I'm actually filming this maybe like 8 hours before the actual Saudi Arabia GP, because I've been so annoyed by this all weekend. I'm not old, I understand meme culture, I get it. But why are F1 fans being so disrespectful for this GP? I can't understand it, and it's grinding my gears, and it's absolutely disgusting. I was gonna save this video for like my rant section, my spark plugs rant section, but since this is such like a serious topic, I don't want to use like a funny voice changer for this topic. I understand that cultures that are different criticism, like obviously Saudi Arabia has strict laws with the dress, but why do you have to take it to the extreme? While I do consider myself a religious person, I am very tolerant of anyone's beliefs or non-beliefs for that matter. Whether you're an atheist, or whether you're the strictest Muslim or Hasidic Jew, I don't care what you believe in as long as you're respectful to everyone else. One of the person that I would consider myself a global citizen, I grew up in about like 6 different countries by the time I was 10. I understand when you go to a person's different country, you respect that culture, religion, and language, whatever. And I'm not even talking about politics, because let's just take politics out of everything, because if we're talking about a politically sound country to have a GP in, it should be nobody. No one should have a GP for going by politics and how they treat other people. Unless Formula One wants to decide to have a GP in Switzerland or Luxembourg, it didn't maybe, but like, if we're doing by politics, you shouldn't be having a GP in the United States, if we're keeping it 100%. And like, I get it's a joke, but some things you just don't joke about, especially when you're in a host country. Like, I know this is a meme, yada yada yada, but it's still just wrong. And it's interesting because people are trying to spin it like, oh my gosh, F1 fan base is so loving, we're so accepting, we're so welcoming. But yet stuff like this happens. How you treat Sir Lewis Hamilton, it's not clicking if you're trying to be respectful. And if you're trying to be like, oh, I support women however they want to dress. If they want to cover themselves head to toe, let them. If they want to be stark, no clothes on, well, let them. Just like, this is none of your concern, or focus on the race. When I really don't want to hear it from the fans that are being like, oh my gosh, you're so sensitive, take it as a joke. No, these type of jokes make it harder for a woman like me to get into Formula One, to get into motorsports, to get into these luxury industries, because of stupid jokes like this. It's not funny. Since I'm a faceless channel, I can say, well, literally whatever I want. This would not have happened if it was any other country. But since it's brown people, and since it's Saudi Arabia, we can make jokes like this, which I find absolutely disgusting. So I was born in Norwegian, Germany, and I'm black. So getting roasted by jokes is inherently a part of my culture and always been. But it's funny that these only jokes happen to certain people in certain countries. So my question is, why is this not happening in reverse? Why are you guys not in Italian races making fun of the Pope and wearing nun costumes? Why are you not in Asian countries making fun of Buddhism or Hinduism? Well, yeah, because it's culturally not acceptable to do any of that anywhere else in the world. But yet you do it here. And this is one of the reasons why I can't stand this industry. It's so mind-boggling that people are like this. But I don't like when it's a joke only going one direction. Now, if they were making fun of the other people in the other way and it was equal opportunity, okay, fine, but it's not. But like the interesting, the funny, and not really funny, but funny, weird, funny, is that the men that are saying this are like, oh, women should have the right to dress, women should do this. You had never cared about women's rights. Hello, editing TNT. As I'm listening to this playback and in this mini rant or whatever, I sound like a modern screaming feminist. I am not. I do believe in equal rights and equal pay. But yes, do not let me in a box or try to decipher my political alliance or whatever within this 5-10 minute video. Do not do that because you'll never figure me out like that. Wait, that was a nice little breather. Back to the main part of this video. So I have calmed down since I first started this video, but I'm just saying it's really annoyed, and I understand it was a joke, but it was a constant, like this was the only joke I've been seeing all weekend. And I understand the phrase, only a hit dog will holler, but at one point, do you have to speak up to make the sport that you want to be in or the career you want to be in more inclusive? And I think what has really got me annoyed, like I said previously, is that the fact that these jokes only went one way. And it only happens on certain races, but it doesn't happen to everyone else. I wish I would say that, oh, it's going to change once I get in the industry and that things will be different. But I am honestly not hopeful. I do know how this industry is perceived. I do know the harder and the more exclusive the industry, all the isms get worse. And this is just going to have to be one of those things. But what I can do while I'm on the small platform and when I do get into the industry is say my piece. So if you don't like how people are dressing in one of the races, don't look at it. Just don't go to that race. Or if you want to watch the race, just watch the race like a normal person. Don't have comment on what people are wearing. Like, it's not that hard. Anyhow, I'm looking at the clock. It's almost 3 a.m. So hopefully this gets uploaded and published today. Yeah, and this will be the first and last time this happens this half of the season. Because as much as fun as it is to yell behind a microphone, I'm actually trying to get into this industry so I have a little more important stuff to do. As fun as this is, I am definitely going to do a separate video or vlog about this. I did get accepted to a summer program in Italy for transportation design. So I'm going to explain all about that and all the work I have to do to get ready for it. Well, this sleepover is over. The tea has been spilled, the pillows are flattened, and there's really nothing left to say. Remember, as always, I'm just a girl with her mic, her teacups, and tires, just brewing the ultimate mix of style and speed, so I'll see you at the checkered flag.